Time for Potentially Yours. Every Tuesday, we try and give pets at Dane County Humane Society a new place to call home. And Rachel is here with Charlotte. Charlotte gets to introduce Charlotte.
Yes, we really wanted her to meet you because of the name. So Charlotte has quite a unique story. So she's a little young lady. She actually was a magician's dove. So a gentleman had her for his tricks, tucked her in his coat, put her in boxes and hats, and they became best friends. Unfortunately, the magician became old and his hands became crippled and he could no longer perform tricks. So it's really sad. So he then gave the dove to two girls, and they had a parakeet and a cockatiel already, and they started to pick on Charlotte, which she's not a tough lady, she's just a sweet thing. So they actually had to surrender her to the shelter, and here she is. So she is beautiful. Her wings are clipped, so she has a bit of a trouble time flying. She runs into things I read in her file. But she lays 1 to 2 eggs a week, which is quite interesting. Yesterday she laid one in her food dish. She loves to perch. If I stuck my hand in the cage, she would just sit on it for a while. Yesterday she wouldn't get off of Gail's hand. She's a doll. Doves need a lot of companionship, however. So if you're going to be gone for long periods of time, this might not be the pet for you.
And I hear they're good with kids, but dogs not so much.
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah.
I just know that the owner said that a good partner would be a finch, and that she would probably like that to be her second to her pair. But I mean, she needs love. She's gonna want to be handled. She's used to being in a coat. She's used to being nestled. So she's gonna need a lot of attention. She coos a lot, which I love. It's beautiful, and they sometimes do it for attention. They do it if they're angry. They do it if they're happy. So you never really know. But
and they don't bite.
No,
which is really nice for
she's
doves.
a very friendly bird.
Rachel, do you know how old Charlotte is?
They said she's pretty young, so I mean,
how long?
Bird years?
Yeah, what is the life expectancy then?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I was trying to do some research on doves yesterday and their behaviors. I know she would need a big cage, warm climate, not something that fluctuates a lot. She would need to be in obviously a much bigger cage than this. Not in an area that if you were to come around a corner and startle her, it needs to be somewhere where she can see you coming at her. So I would recommend someone who's had a lot of experience with birds to adopt her, or at least do your research.
Yeah, because I hear they even have to be cleaned, and they develop some kind of dust on their body, so you kind of have to be aware of that if there's dust allergies in the home.
She's been Googling.
You go, girl.
Yeah, so it's a very unique bird, though.
Yeah, she's
and very
wonderful.
Pretty.
And I mean, like I said, she's friendly, and she's going to want to sit on you and hang out and be your friend.
Charlotte just wants some love. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
She is retired from magic tricks, though, so we don't want her in any more boxes.
Right. So Rachel, Paco from last week, what's going on with Paco?
Sweet little Paco. So as we all know, Paco was a little stressed out. He had been in our office for a couple weeks. And he unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, he had to go into a foster home. You know, he needed just that little extra attention, a little less intense environment. The kennels just weren't the place for him. I mean, most dogs, they aren't. So this is a great way for people to get involved with the shelter, is fostering. If you can't commit to a full-time animal, you can foster an animal. The time period ranges from 2 weeks to, who knows, 8 months. It all depends. But if you're interested in fostering, I recommend you go to www.giveshelter.org. You fill out a volunteer, an application, and then you go to volunteer orientation, and then you'd be trained. As a foster parent, however, you will provide the food, the water, the shelter, and DCHS will provide all the medical needs for the animal.
Okay. All right, so in the meantime, we need to get Charlotte a home here, folks. If you're interested in adopting or checking out animals at Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org or set up an appointment at 838-0413.
And as we head to break, here are 2 animals available at Greene County Humane Society. There's more coming up on News 3 This Morning. We'll be right back.